All right, so that leads me to the next myth, which trauma can be healed with willpower and a positive attitude. Okay. The truth is that trauma lives in the body and it can't be resolved with cognitive thinking, with willpower, or a positive attitude alone. Okay. But you can't reason your way to healing. You have to feel it to heal it. We showed you the charge-discharge cycle, right? We have to metabolize it, digest it, so that it can move on. We get charged up, and then we need to process it. For instance, we have an emotion. Experiencing the emotion is charging up. It hits a peak. We process through, and then we express the emotion for discharge. So we process it, we metabolize it, we digest it. We have to feel it to do those things. We have to fully feel it and experience it and have the full completion of the cycle and regulate back to a state of calm to have full resolution. But here's the interesting thing. Sensation in the body is often tied to a story. Sensations in the body can be subconsciously linked to a story or a belief from a past experience. And if we're not consciously aware of this linking, we subconsciously think that the story is real in the present moment anytime we feel the sensation in the body. So for Allison, she had present moment anxiety, which she attributed to her current life stressors. But subconsciously, the sensation of anxiety was tied to the past experience where someone died right in front of her. So her anxiety in her body was tied to the idea or story that I could die at any second. So as I helped Allison learn to tune into the sensations in her body and move to the subconscious thinking that was tied to the sensation, she realized the sensation of anxiety was tied to the fear that I could die at any moment. What she then was able to realize was the overeating when she felt anxious was a way to distract her or soothe herself from the anxiety. And again, she thought the anxiety was rooted in her stressful job or being a mom. But what she found out with some of these skills and working through her body was that her behavior of eating was to soothe the fear that she could die at any second. So the solution to this is working with the body and learn how to regulate the charge so that you can have full resolution. We have to work with the sensation, learn if the sensation is tied to a story. Then we can have resolution. A lasting solution includes experiencing new ways of moving the charge. And the thing is, we have to practice it often because our trauma patterns, the way we handle the trauma and the stress, is so deeply ingrained in our system because we practice it so often over the years. It's so deeply ingrained that knowing what to do is not enough. We have to experience new ways of moving the charge, and we have to practice it a lot so that it becomes our new way of being.